So my horror story with the job that I did before I got Miss Mayonnaise was, and this also has to do with like my level of awareness and my strength as a director at the time. I mean, that person was awful, but also I didn't have the guts that I do now. And so I think like if I interfaced with somebody that toxic, I would move about things differently. Mm-hmm. But that was my learning lesson at the time. But basically, mind you, this was a job that was shooting in several cities. It was a travel job around the United States. And basically, on the first day of our shoot, this set that had been built out in the studio, like the night before, it was like built out, it was painted. This was going to be our first shot, was on this like painted set, right? And it was meant to be like this sort of sandy color, right? And the creative director gets in there and they're like, this is supposed to be beige, this is orange, like, and freaking the fuck out, right? And throughout the whole process of pre-pro, they were not actually around very much. They were going through a personal thing, and so it was mostly their team on the pre-pro conversations and discussions. Mm-hmm. When it came to figuring out the right paint color for this set, I actually asked their team, I was like, okay, you like this reference? Cool. Give me the shades that you're comfortable with, and then I will talk to my DP and see what is the best shade after lighting will fit this reference that I gave to you that you like. I gave you this reference, you're in love with it, great. So we picked a shade based on my DP's decision, and the set was painted. And then the creative director, I was meeting them pretty much for the first time. And the first thing was, we got to get rid of this set. And it spun my fucking head around because I was just like, what? Like our first shot is on this set, and this person is like having a fucking meltdown that it's orange and not beige. And we were like, let us light it for you, and then we'll show it to you on the monitor, like, and then we can make adjustments and like get it down to the exact right shade that you like. But we're quite confident that we can get it to look like the reference. Also, bitch, like your fucking team picked this fucking color, okay?
Yeah,
okay. Like
I love the two sides of what was going on. Yeah, what you were saying versus what you were thinking.
The client facing versus what I'm thinking. Right.
Fuck up. Like hold the fuck up.
Yeah, right. So at the time, that was that threw me off so much. But here's the thing. This was what I learned from that job. Like, I was a shell of a human because I felt so voiceless on that job. And I felt like, I was like, am I even a good director? Because I don't even feel like I have opinions. But it was because of the way that I was treated, right? I felt powerless. And I also now was, I felt like I couldn't make a decision because my decision was going to be shut down. And then it made me scared to say something that would get rejected. It was this really fucked up mental warfare.
What's that conclusion? Like, how did it end up working out for you on that project?
I had an amazing fucking DP who I fucking love and adore. I don't want to say their name because I feel like people will figure out what job this was.
Okay. Okay.
But
They know.
But I will subliminally just say. And that's all I'm going to say. But my DP had to kind of step up to the plate and make decisions for me when I was just fucking like rattled, basically. And that job wouldn't have come out as well as it looked like if it weren't for them.
Your DP.
So anyway, the lesson I learned was I don't need to have the right idea, ever. I just need to arrive at the best idea. It doesn't need to be my right idea. So if somebody wants to throw out a set that like I've been really pumped on, but like we have a maniacal creative director on set who just like is like into having power and like wanting to do wild performative shit, well then fine. What is the next best idea to execute this thing that we're trying to do? Like, I don't need to be right. That's what I have come to. It's all about just arriving to the best idea. I needed my ego broken to be able to arrive at that. I think before it was like, I want to have the right and best idea. I want to have the best idea and I want that idea to be right. But now it's like, okay, like throw me the curveballs. I don't care. Like based on that curveball, how can we do this in the best way?